I think that everybody starts out as an artist, like every child is an artist that draws and has all these creative ideas. And really what happens is that people stop doing that for one reason or another. The only thing different about me is that I just didn't stop doing it. I was like a kind of weird, nerdy kid because I was an only child. So I would spend a lot of time by myself. My parents were both scientists, and they would teach me all this somewhat advanced science stuff. So it made me like a very curious person about the world, and I knew I was a little bit different. That was a bad thing when I was a kid, but then as you get older, those like weirdnesses actually help you as an artist. There's just something that feels like a superpower about being able to like make your own world, and that's the thing that really draws me in. And that's why I like magical realism. It's rooted in reality. It's all technically maybe possible, but not. We go through life kind of jaded as adults. But when you look at a piece of art that makes you like question reality in some way, I think that that's something really special, and that's why I do what I do. I had already worked as a graphic designer for like a whole decade before I decided to start really making my own work. I would come home every night and then paint a few cats until I pass out, and then go back to work. I put that online, and people really loved it. I specifically just started thinking, what is it that I can contribute to the world that is uniquely mine? What was missing to me were strong depictions of women, and also specifically women of color. So I just started by doing my own. You have to put yourself into the work in some way, make it personal. That's also what keeps you motivated to keep doing it, right? Because you feel like it means something to you.
She's beautiful.
Illustration was like the next step. As an illustrator, you're trying to tell a story that runs peripheral to the writing. I always do a bunch of research on the subjects that I'm trying to explore. What's going through my mind when I create is really a lot of thinking about concepts. What does this image mean? I think storytelling is one of our oldest instincts. I do lean into that storytelling aspect of making art. I had wanted to work with Flavor Paper forever. They do all this like really, really fun stuff, and their aesthetic really like lines up with what I like. The things that they've been able to do with wallpaper, the kind of effects that they can create that really like inspired me, and I wanted to see how I could take advantage of those things. I had a lot of different ideas. I just did some very rough sketches, and then I started locking in the colors, showed it to John, and then he had some ideas as well.
Actual mirror from their parts.
I love the collaboration with people who have like creative background. I mean, it's just so good to get out of your head. That's why I was drawn to the whole idea of wallpaper in the first place. That someone could be completely immersed in your artwork. everything's so solitary. There's always a self-doubting voice in your head no matter what you're doing. When I was working on the book cover for If They Come For Us, I loved the book so much. I felt like I really wanted to do it justice. We wanted a look of defiant celebration. There were these photos of these 3 dancers taken 100 years ago in India. The pose and the strength that they had really inspired me. It just like clicked. This is what makes sense for the cover of this book. People's emotional connection to the work, it felt really validating. I had a feeling it was good, but then hearing people's reactions was like, okay, I made a connection here. I can never overcome the self-doubting voice. It will always be there. It makes you realize like you shouldn't listen to that voice. I definitely noticed that there are a lot of young women of color who look at my work and realize that they can do this too. And I think that that's really meaningful. And also beyond that, just to be proud of who you are and unapologetic. I think that that is amazing if I can give someone that feeling.